The First World War was bad. The second one looked at the first one and said, "Hold my beer." World War II killed 85 million people. It lasted 6 years. It involved nearly every country on Earth. And it started because the peace treaty from the First War was so mean to Germany that an angry Austrian painter decided to become a dictator about it. Adolf Hitler, failed art student, mediocre watercolorist, rose to power in Germany during the 1930s by telling an angry, broke population exactly what they wanted to hear, that their problems were someone else's fault, and that he personally would fix everything. Germany in the 1930s was desperate enough to believe him. They made him chancellor in 1933. Classic, "we'll use him and then control him" move. They could not control him. Hitler started taking over countries one at a time. Austria, Czechoslovakia. The rest of Europe watched and said, "Let's just give him this one, then the next one, then the next." This is called appeasement, and it works exactly as well as you'd expect, which is not at all. September 1939, Germany invades Poland. Britain and France finally say enough and declare war. Germany proceeds to conquer most of Europe in about 14 months. France, a major world power with a large military, falls in 6 weeks. 6 weeks! France had spent years building a massive defensive wall called the Maginot Line to stop Germany. Germany went around it, around the wall. The wall was on the wrong side. Britain is now standing alone against a continent-spanning military empire. Germany bombs London every single night for 57 nights in a row. St. Paul's Cathedral stands in the fire and smoke. Churchill goes on the radio and basically says, "We will never, ever give up," in a way that is so convincing that the British people believe him and do, in fact, not give up. Then Hitler does the thing historians still shake their heads about. He invades the Soviet Union. In June, the country famous for having the world's worst winter, he opens a second front against a country with 190 million people, while he is already fighting Britain. His generals have concerns. He does not share the concerns. Initially, Germany wins everything. By December, they are frozen outside Moscow. By 1943, they have lost the largest tank battle in history at Kursk. The Soviets, who will lose 27 million people in this war, 27 million, do not stop fighting.
Then Japan does something spectacular. On December 7, 1941, they bombed the U.S. Navy base at Pearl Harbor in Hawaii, while America is having a normal Sunday morning. This wakes up the largest industrial economy on Earth. America declares war. Germany, honoring its treaty with Japan, also declares war on America. This was the second worst decision of the war, right after invading Russia in winter. America starts building ships, planes, and tanks faster than anyone in history. Factories run day and night. Women build bombers. Farmers build fighters. Within 2 years, America is producing more weapons than every other country combined. The Holocaust. 6 million Jewish people, systematically murdered by the Nazi government in death camps across Europe. Also Roma, disabled people, political enemies. 11 million total. The most organized, industrial, deliberate genocide in history. When Allied soldiers walked through the camp gates in 1945, they were not prepared for what they found. Nobody was. It became the defining moral horror of the modern era, and the reason never again became a global promise. June 6, 1944, D-Day, the largest beach invasion ever attempted. 150,000 soldiers on 5 beaches in Normandy, France, under German machine gun fire. It is chaos and blood and unbelievable courage. They take the beaches, they push inland, they start pushing Germany backward from the west. From the east, the Soviets are pushing Germany backward too. Germany is being squeezed like a tube of toothpaste. By April 1945, Soviet soldiers are fighting in the streets of Berlin. Hitler, in a bunker 30 feet underground, shoots himself on April 30th. His big plan lasted 12 years. His 1,000-year Reich lasted 12 years. Germany surrenders a week later. Japan keeps fighting. American military planners estimate invading Japan will cost hundreds of thousands of lives. President Truman authorizes the atomic bomb, a weapon so new that the scientists who built it weren't entirely sure it would work and also weren't entirely sure it wouldn't accidentally set the atmosphere on fire. Spoiler, it did not set the atmosphere on fire. It did, however, vaporize Hiroshima in a single explosion. A second bomb fell on Nagasaki 3 days later. Japan surrendered. 85 million dead. 6 years. The world that existed before it was gone. What came after? The United Nations, the Cold War, the nuclear arms race, the founding of Israel, the collapse of European empires, and 75 years of the United States being extremely confident about its role in the world. Some of this went well. History's lesson from World War II? Dictators who promise to fix everything usually make everything worse. Appeasement doesn't work, and invading Russia in winter is always, always a mistake. Napoleon tried it too. You'd think people would learn.